What is time? Why do people feel like they don't have enough of it? Is time linear? If it's not linear, then what is it? Time is cyclic, people say, but what does that mean? I wanted to know. I'd like to share what I have discovered so far, that time is transformations in matter and energy. This famous equation that perplexes so many is easier to appreciate if we understand that what we see and perceive is not necessarily the truth of how things are. In this equation, the E stands for energy, the M is mass, and the C is the speed of light. What Einstein intuited with this equation is that everything is energy. Matter is energy, and energy may become matter. What appear to us as solid or liquid or gas is only energy vibrating at different frequencies. A better name for the manifestations that exist in our reality is mattergy. This alleviates the seeming separation that the opposing words of matter and energy portray. Everything is mattergy. What is matter? We tend to think of matter as things or objects, but matter is anything that can be measured by weight, volume, and density, and can be broken down into tiny particles called atoms. These atoms can be classified into elements which have certain characteristics and properties, and make certain matter a tree, make other matter into berries, and others into giant stones. What is energy? There are many forms of energy. Electromagnetic energy is a wide spectrum, which includes visible light. There is also thermal energy, heat energy, electrostatic energy, and more. Then there is matter. Yet matter, like this flower, is simply another form of energy. Because it is dense, we tend to not think of it this way. But the truth is, everything is energy vibrating at different speeds, even this rock. It's all energy. We can use water to help us see moving patterns of energy. Watch the water. Do you see the patterns that are moving within and on the surface of the water? Those patterns are revealing to you the movement of the energy of the water. But all physical reality is like that. Your body, a tree, all have the same moving and vibratory patterns of energy. You just cannot normally see them in our normal way of perceiving the world. You can use water as a way to practice understanding how all of matter is energy. If you stare at the patterns in the water for a long time, sometimes they will turn into 3D forms and even rise above the water, and you'll begin to understand that all of what you consider as empty space around you is full of these moving fields of energy and patterns. Everything that you perceive of as solid matter is moving in this way. The energy is circulating and moving through it. It's interesting to observe how the patterns of the water change when they meet an obstacle in their path. It's clear to me that as humans, we've still really not understood what Einstein was trying to tell us with his equation. We still have not understood completely that everything is energy and that matter is energy. If you look at the way the patterns are moving on these leaves, you can again start to get the feeling of what that looks like or might be, even though we can't see it. But we can train ourselves to see it if we start to really believe it. What does all of this have to do with time? Time is the rhythm and pulse of energy. Time is the rhythm and pulse of matter. Time is the rhythm and pulse of mattergy. Repeating rhythms and pulses create patterns which feel to us like linear time, Linear time is our perception of the patterns of mattergy that we encounter. Take this sheet music as an example. This song, the melody, is a pattern that Mozart heard and wrote out onto this paper. It has the notes and tempo at which it should be played. We can play this pattern over and over. We can repeat it. Within this melody, there are repeating patterns. When we play or hear this melody, we experience it as linear time. Here's what's interesting. If we took one separate note, it would not mean anything. We need the ordered pattern of notes written here and the pulse and rhythm to have it become a melody. This is what gives it character, what makes it recognizable. Time is the essence of creation. If all the notes were played at the same time, it would have no melody. Music exists over time. It is the sequence of events unfolding in time which creates physical reality, including musical compositions, trees, plants, and planets. This is also a pattern. According to the constituent parts, including atoms and molecules, ordered in a pattern, and the pulsed rhythm of these parts, interaction with each other, energy turned into this particular form of mattergy. We call this particular form a maple leaf. Sometimes the leaf is smaller and it grows. When it grows, it changes, revealing to us what we think of as time. When something changes, it transforms. The leaf may also drop and die, revealing to us that it has changed. Change reveals time. That is why we say that which we experience as time is transformations in matter and energy.